Hey, welcome back to the tutorial series. Today I will show you what you can do with the time block in a media tracker. I will show you how you can stop time, make slow-mos, or even rewind it and reverse time. So, now we are in a media tracker and I have a replay by Kappa here. Maybe you have seen the latest skill movie I made, and it's just a pretty standard replay. You know, it's totally clean, there's nothing in it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on this block, the time block. And the time block is always on top if you add it. If it's not there, you just can add it by setting time. The thing about this is when you add the time block afterwards, you sometimes have to adjust the length to your replay, because it has to fit, you know. So either drag the last keyframe to the end of the replay, or you just put it there with shift. But you also have to change the time value. So you see that even the time has keyframes. Now you have the start and you have the end. And on the values up here, you can see the time, and the upper value is the actual timestamp. So we are at 0 and it says 0. And back here it says 60. This is in seconds. That's 1 minute. That's 60 seconds. You can see it here, block end 1 minute. So it says 60 seconds. And you can affect this. I will show you how. We're gonna search for a good position. Let's say we want to add a slow-mo right here. Alright. So what we're gonna do, we zoom in a little bit. You don't have to zoom in for now. You could just add first a keyframe. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna add a keyframe. We're gonna zoom in. Again, to remind you. To zoom in, you hold down right click down here, and you just drag it to the right or to the left to zoom out. Right is zoom in, left is zoom out, and it will zoom in directly at the position where you clicked with the right mouse button. Okay, so we got this right here, and since we zoomed in, we can then move the time slide, what's it called? Like, you can just go forward here a little bit by hand, manually, and like search for position. How about here? So we want a slow-mo from here to here, and we're gonna do this by adding another keyframe. So now we added another keyframe. It's still in time, so it's totally easy. All you have to do, you just click on the last keyframe and you just, or in first, and you just drag them around and making the span between those both keyframes larger. Now you see we have a slow-mo. Now coming to this, if you want to do this seamlessly in a complete replay, there is something you have to know, because if you are dragging these around and make the time span between these points larger, the rest will play faster because it has to reach the 1 minute mark in time. And since I can show you, if I drag this right here, this slow-mo will be super long. As you can see, super long. And if we go now to the last keyframe, it will be super fast. As I said, that's because it has to reach the 16 seconds at the last keyframe. So if I want to do this in a full replay, I can show you how you get rid of this. All you have to do is you just go here, and you have to, as I said, you have to get the value between those 2 points, and you just drag it back a little bit, so you can adjust to the length of these 2 scenes right here. Okay, this is the easy part for slow-mos. Now how to stop time. This is pretty much the same. Let's go here. And we're gonna add a keyframe, and now you wanna stop time. So we're gonna add another keyframe as well, and now we're gonna copy the first added keyframe. Now you see time stopped. And it will then just continue. Totally easy. So the last thing, how to reverse time. It's also pretty easy. You just reverse the order of those keyframes. So I'm gonna copy the last one and set the last one to the first one. And now, hey, look at this. We just reversed time. How about that? So this, if you do it like this, like reverse time, it is actually a little bit better when you render it, because the thing is the motion blur. If you add motion blur and the replay is going forward, obviously the motion blur will be in a different direction than when the car is going backwards. Okay, so if you're using a custom camera, this will be no problem. Oh, that was the cam shake. There we go. Oh, let's find where it is. There we go. I'm just gonna make a little cam right here. So there won't be that much problems with a custom camera if you're going backwards. But how about we say we want to make the time stop and then going backwards? It's pretty much the same. You just have to play around with keyframes. First off, I'm gonna return the original values. Where is this guy? There it is. Okay, so let's say we want to make him stop right here and then go backwards. First off, we're gonna add a keyframe, another one here, let's get another one in. Okay, I'm gonna add another keyframe and just put in this value right here. Whee! And now it's going back forward again. So essentially you just have to play around with those keyframes. Alright, that's it for now. I hope you liked the tutorial, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye!